Welcome back, ladies and lords. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. If you're new, my name is Wispy, and also thank you for being here. I've got another for fashion video for you today, and I'm going to be covering the fashion that I have on my mains, and mains in the sense that they're not necessarily my highest repped characters, but they are the characters that I have the most fun playing with. And for honor, as you can see, Chandi is not in the lineup because I don't actually play Chandi all that much anymore. I don't know, maybe I've changed, maybe she's changed, who knows, she just doesn't do it for me anymore. But this one's going to be a bit longer than usual because I'm covering a few more builds than I usually do, so sit back and enjoy, man. I usually start with one piece as my focal point for a fashion build. The shield on this one was the piece that I kind of really just ran with, you know. As you can see, the helmet is matching it on the side. It has even the same kind of swoop effect going on. And then I have the claws or teeth or whatever those spikes are on the shoulders and the arms, kind of matching with the ornament that I have on the helmet. And I think it looks pretty cool, especially like this ornament looks like it literally was made for this helmet. Even the design that's on it. I'll show you actually taking it on and off. But you see how it just perfectly extends the design on the helmet? It just looks so good. It looks so good. I really like that. But alright, first we've got the air helm, the Douthie chest, which actually matches kind of perfectly with the bracer. Is that a bracer or like a wrist guard? I don't know what that is. The left one behind the shield. I hate that it's hidden behind the shield. I wish that was on the other arm, to be completely honest. I wish she just had both arms with that, because that is a little bit more interesting to me than the spikes on this arm, but it does match very well with the chest, and they're not of the same set. This is the Douthie chest, and this is the Gudrid arms, which does give you a little bit more customization that way, so you're not locked into just using the whole set if you want to look good. I do appreciate that, but I wish there was more customization, obviously. I've got the Apoker, the Apoker head, the Wyverndale Watcher shaft, and then the Chimera Grith buckler, which I really love this. And it also has like, that's a design that you can get with the samurai. So it's cool that they're kind of starting to blend the factions together through pieces, and with the koi fish too. It's really cool. Cool stuff. The ornament on this one is the engraved horns from the Rabid Wolf Elite outfit, which I'm gonna assume was 7,000. Yeah, they're 7,000. I have the red material on this just because, okay, so I kind of had to go, I'll go with the colors first. The palette is the tanner, so I had to go with the palette color that kind of has one of like a darker red or like a less saturated red, just so that I could get that look on the helmet. If I go with anything else, the helmet no longer will match the shield. Oh, this one actually is much better. It's a little too saturated for me on the helmet, but it at least makes the pants dark, you know, instead of like looking like clown pants up here. This is a bit too much for me. So yeah, I'll switch it to the Ebbing Passion, Reputation 6. This one's not a bad choice either. The Blind and Bloody. If you have two different colors, like the red material with a different color palette, you actually see the stitching popping out, which is fine. Like if that's the look you're going for, it works, but I don't actually want it to look, I just want it to look seamless, you know. God, it's gonna bother me that the helmet is that vibrant, but that's kind of the best I can do, to be honest. The pattern I have on the helmet is the Skyline 3, which you don't get until Reputation 54. So let me try to find something for those of you who may not be a Valkyrie main.
This one's not too bad because you won't really see the lines from far away. The broad strokes too. Oh, that's a battle outfit though. I'm sorry. Hold on. This is harder than I thought it would be. Okay, this is a good one. Triangles and lines, reputation 28. But if you don't mind spending, I think it was 2,000 steel, the broad strokes from the labyrinthine battle outfit. It's a very good alternative to getting to rep 50 plus. I don't think, okay, so I do have broad strokes on the arm. Doesn't really need it, you know, if you want to keep everything simple and cohesive. I just wanted to bring red back into the body somehow outside of just the shield. So there you have it. The effect I have on this one is Thor's Strike, which, I mean, why wouldn't you? Why not? Why not, you know? But I also wanted this one to kind of be like my elemental specialist, you know? She wields the power of all. So she has the ice shattered effect on one execution. She's got Raining Inferno on another, Thor's Strike on the headbutts, which this is my favorite. I love this one. And then Stardust Wings, because she is a Valkyrie, you know. And that's it for this one, man. Let me know what you guys think. Also, I know that over 90% of you are not subscribed to the channel. So, if you would do me a favor and just while you're looking at this fashion, because I know you appreciate the fashion as much as I do, and I appreciate you being here. So go ahead, why not? Hit the subscribe button, dude. And I do have a second Valkyrie fashion, which currently is unfinished. I do like how it looks right now, but there is one piece that I still want for this build. I play with this one the most just because I actually have perks on the armor that I have on this one. So I say this a lot. Valkyrie's gear looks like at least 3 times worse when you put any kind of pattern on it. Especially since you have to put a pattern on the front for it to be on the back as well. That's horrible. That is just horrible. You never want it on the front. Who wants anything on the front of Valkyrie at all? Going off on a tangent. Anyway, I might have to pull a Havoc and just do Valkyrie videos until the piece drops for me. But I have the Dirk helm, Horkos Nefi chest for maximum shiny. I have the Dirk arms that go with the helm. I was wrestling with the idea of doing the Dirk chest as well. I think this is it. But to me, it just doesn't have as much shine on it. It doesn't have as much sheen as the other one. Which one is this? The Horkos Nefi. Like, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. But because these legs actually have gold on them, I am not a huge fan of the helmet, which only has like steel and kind of a copper. But that's like the only thing I don't like about this fashion. I actually want to change the arms as well. So that's what I want for this fashion, is the skin arms, which have gold on them as well. And you can actually change the color of the fur coming out of the shoulder pads, which is cool, but that forces you to match or find a palette that matches, which I'm fine with. I'm completely fine with that, just because I don't plan on putting any colors on it or anything. It's really all I want for this fashion, and I'd probably change the material once I get them, but for now, I have the Dirk arms. I have the Ashamar head on the spear, the Hitter Seer shaft, and the Amamira buckler, which I love. I love this buckler, dude. It looks heavy. It looks like it's gonna protect you from everything, which you're gonna need if you're getting those sweet deflects, dude. Like I said, when you put a color on the chest, not only does it cover up the textures and the metal in the middle, I would be okay with this if it was only on the yabos, you know? This actually doesn't look bad, I'm not gonna lie. this actually doesn't look horrible, but I just wouldn't be able to live with myself covering up that metal in the middle, because I have been begging for metal on every character since I started building fashion. So, but I got off topic. You have to put something on the front to put it on the back, and it covers the metal on the back as well, which, why are we still doing this? Why are we doing this? Look at that. We're covering it. Come on now. That's horrible. That's just terrible. So I literally have nothing on anything. Nothing. Nothing. The ornament is the horned bird with the Tree of Life Elite outfit. Once again, 7,000 steel. And I've got the pale material, which is not the white. Oh, it is the white. It is the white. And I think these arms actually have the red material built in on the bicep guards. So yeah, we'll just switch it over to red. And that is it for this one. I think on this one I just leaned fully into the Valkyrie with the messenger's wings. I only have Thor's strike on plant the flag. And that is it for this fashion, ladies and lords. Now moving on to my newest Hitobito fashion. This one is actually replacing the super ornate one with the Tenju mask that apparently people hate. But I didn't change it for that reason. I did just want to use this helmet, and I think this mask looks really good with this fashion. This is the Tasukeru helm that came out with the Magi, I want to say. This is the Egyptian themed mask for the Hitobito. I've got the Kakusha chest, which is the newest chest. No tattoo on the chest or anything. Looks really good. I would love a bare chest Hitokiri chest as well. That would be so cool. Like no shirt, no gear at all. Just bare chest with the wraps up on the abs like he has right now. That would be so clean, dude. That would be so clean. I would love that. And maybe just the ropes like Kyoshin has. That would be so sick. Anyway, moving on. I've got the Kansui arms, which I had on anyway. Which I had on previously. It still just works with this fashion. I've got the Meshi... Oh boy. I've got the Meshitsukai... Oh god, that's so hard to say. Meshitsukai head on the axe. And this one... Keep in mind this one has a blue gem in it. I had an idea on this one. I didn't follow through, but there was an idea on this one. And I've got the... Oh, I think I just have the Meshitsukai... No, the Meshitsukai... Everything. Oh, no, I don't. Okay. Meshitsukai shaft as well for the purple and gold. And then I have the Chasma of Horkos pommel, which has a red gem. A big old red gem. So... my idea was for executions, basically, to have both glowing eyes on some, and have the where is it? Where is it? Anyway, the blue-eyed one. So there are the glowing eyes, and then there's behind these blue eyes. I wanted to have both of these. And it's almost like, I guess the idea was Hito is pulling the energy from the weapon. After thinking about it, I was like, meh, I feel like the golden lights that came out with the Aphira kind of work better with this fashion. Just because, like, when he's standing in it, dude, it just looks, it looks beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful. I love it. So that's what I went with. I guess I could still do it for the executions. I guess I'll just turn it back on for the executions, right? The ornament is the Hogosha. Don't know if I had to buy that. I have no clue. No clue. I have the gold material. You could go with the torchlight. Torchlight also looks good, except for on the shins. It doesn't actually look good on the shins. And also, the reason I have no other material color is because it does change the color of the shin guards, which with the gold matches perfectly with the guards on the arms. And the color palette is the Valhalla quest from the For the Creed event pass. I'm sure there are plenty that have purple. You know, they love purple palettes in this game. Maybe they don't. This one's not bad either. This one looks pretty good. Frostwind Knights event pass. Well, all the event passes, huh? Reputation 0, level 1, Queenly. This one works perfectly fine, man. This one works perfectly fine. This actually might work better than what I have on right now. I just like how dark the one I have currently is. On to the patterns. I have Microscopic Organism 1, Reputation 46. I think I have that on the front and the back. Have nothing on anything other than the chest and the back. And that is it for let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Alright, moving on to my Nobushi fashion. I did feature this one in a short not too long ago, and I'm just gonna go more in depth in this video. This one does come with a trigger warning, I will say. If you have an issue with anything being on Nobushi's face, turn away right now. Okay. If you will be triggered by it, just you know, click off the video. You get out of here. Let me save you some trauma, alright? The helm is the Yoru no Miko helm, the Sango Shu chest, which really forces you to have a color. The trim of the jacket is all this like forced maroon color. So, thank you, Yubi. I have the Saiki arms, which are the newest arms, I believe, with the cool helmet that I haven't unlocked yet. Let me make sure. Yeah, Saiki. Yeah, I haven't unlocked this yet. This shit looks so cool. I hate the helmet, but it looks so cool. I really wish you could toggle some things on and off of characters, because I wish you could just toggle off the hats on Nobushi, because this would look amazing with just the mask and her hair. Tell me it wouldn't. That would look so sick. I have the Forgotten Eitai blade, which I think matches pretty nicely with the coat. Like all of the gold embroidered stuff on the, I don't know what that would be, like the opening part of the coat, matches very nicely with the blade. But yeah, I have the Kasunami shaft. Also has like this blue and red on the upper part of the shaft that matches with the fashion. And oh, I might have to change this, because that doesn't quite match. Okay, this blue actually works. Might be a little too saturated. There we go. That's a better blue. That is in fact a better blue. Oh, I don't even have steel to do that. Well, okay. Well, you saw the options. I think this would be the best one, the Izome guard. Wow, how embarrassing. I have the tree leaves ornament. I want to say this one was free. Not sure though. Material is that is not gold. That's the Celeste material, which I had to put on this one, and I'll show you why. To match the red that's on the jacket, you have to use Noble, because it has the same shade, and you can see it there on the helmet, the pieces of fabric hanging off of the helmet match it. You could do, see, this one's a little too saturated. It's got too much red, a little too vibrant. This one even is a little too vibrant. Yeah, so you're kind of forced to use that one. These kind of work, right? Because it leans a little bit closer to purple than it does red. Yeah, this one's way too purple. But yeah, you're kind of forced to use this color palette, and with this color palette you get the blue that's on the collar, right? And maybe I'm just a stickler for stuff like this. I really wanted, I mean, I guess you could go with a light brown because that kind of works with the gold on the jacket. Kind of looks like a similar color. No, it doesn't. That's a lie. It definitely does not. But you know what also does not work with it? The yellow, the marigold. Like, that's too vibrant of a gold to match with the jacket, right? So anyway, off topic. I've got the Celeste to match with the color on the shirt underneath the jacket, but it actually doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good. I have nothing on the back just because, I mean, it looks much cooler. Like, that's a really cool design anyway. I wouldn't want to cover that up, you know. Head, I have nothing. Face, I do have the riveted and plated, which I love. People hate having stuff on Nobushi's face. I get it. It does look weird, but I like for there to be a little extra, you know? I like to be a little extra sometimes. I'll probably take it off at some point, but I feel like from afar, some of these actually look pretty cool, and you might be able to get away with something that's a little less aggressive, like these, just if you want some texture on the face. But whatever you do, never ever put a pattern on her face, because it's just going to look absolutely atrocious no matter what you put on it, you know. It's not made for that. And I have nothing on the arms either. All right, next up I've got the good old Conqueror. This one is kind of loosely inspired by Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street. Yeah, this was also kind of a hard one to build for me, and I'll get into why a bit later. I have the Cinerus helm, the Chimera Magistra chest, which was featured in a video that I did a while ago, talking about how materials and patterns work on it. And as you can see, it looks pretty nice. I love the sheen on it. Absolutely love this chest. I have the Horkos Prophetus arms. Honestly, the weapon, I haven't been working all that much into the fashion. I was mainly going off of the shield and the helmet, because those work together so well. So these will probably change in the future. The shield, on the other hand, like, no pattern on it or anything. This is just how it looks. The Cordelia shield. And I think that looks really nice with the mask, right? They have the same material. It's like that material that no one uses, right? This one, the corroded green, which looks nice on the arms, but it doesn't really work with the chest. It doesn't give the sheen that the tar gives. And speaking of tar, that's the material I have on this build. In the video where I was talking about it, like, putting tar on this just makes it super shiny. Like, you can't get this sheen with any other material. I used to have the silver, which gives it a little bit of sheen. Like, you can see it shining a little bit, but not nearly as much as the tar. And the tar does darken it a little bit. The only thing that I don't like about this build is the armor on the knees. They're just too clean. Compared to the shoulders and the helmet, it's just too clean of a metal. It doesn't have any kind of texture to it. I wish I could just, like, throw some texture on it myself, but it's all good. It's all good. Just nitpicking at this point. And, like, this fashion literally does not work without the chest, in my opinion. I could put something else on, right? I could put a different chest on, but I just like the sheen. The sheen is what it's all about for me, right? But anyway, no ornament. The color I have on is the Arise Reputation 26, level 20, because it's the only thing that allows me to get that like green brown mixture. And then you have to kind of blend the two together to even get it to work. But I got it there. We got it there. The Arise material, the chest and back, I have the Hazy Ripple 2 from the Blurring Fate battle outfit. I'm assuming that was about 2,000 steel. And I have the same thing on the standards. I don't really think there's much of an alternative for this until you get to higher reps and you get the patterns that actually blend colors together, which I don't even have yet. So if you want that, I think that one was 2,000. It may have been 3,000. Shit, it may have been 1,000. Who knows? But the Blurring Fate battle outfit, just so you know. I have nothing on the right or left shoulder. And nothing on the shield at all. And that is it for this one. I have the crushed stone effect on it, which I think looks pretty cool. And yeah, another thing I don't really like about the chest, it also has like the white leather that doesn't match with anything. So you kind of just have to take the good with the bad on this one. And in my opinion, the good outweighs the bad. You know, once again, I definitely would change some of the stuff I have going on with the weapon, but as you can see, I have no steel right now, so I'm gonna have to farm for some steel to even change that, because I'm not buying steel just to change my weapon. That would be insane. But anyway, that is my Conqueror fashion. Let me know what you think. And that is it for my fashion video today. This was definitely the longest fashion video I've ever made. But I really appreciate you guys sticking through it. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more videos by me, consider subscribing. And I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy, hydrated, and motivated. You know where to find me. I'll be here, and I'll be doing this.